Community Facilitation Enrollment Options. Today we're going to go over 5 main enrollment options for your online community. They include guest access, self-enrollment with no key, self-enrollment with a key, invitation, and manual enrollment. Let's begin by talking about guest access. Guest access is probably the most open and least restrictive option you have. To begin with, you'll want to enter into your community. Scroll down to Edit Settings. Locate the Guest Access option and switch it. You can see you can choose between No and Yes. If you'd like, you can have a password for guests. Once you've selected Yes, save your changes. Let's look at this from the perspective of an individual who would like to look in your community. They can sign in, though this is not required with guest access. Click on your link to your community and look around. And here you can see they can look at the different blocks. There's even a forum that they can see. They are able to read the posts, however, when they click Add a Discussion Topic, because they are not enrolled in the course and just a guest, they will not be able to do it. Let's look at option 2, self-enrollment, no enrollment key required. To set this up for users, you'll want to enter into your community, scroll down to Users, and look to see who's involved in the community. As you can see, enrolled users, at this point there is nobody enrolled in the community. Let's go back out and set it up so that people can self-enroll without any key. Just select enrollment methods, and you can see guest access is open, but we're going to choose to add another method called self-enrollment. There are a lot of options here, but for right now we're just going to leave everything blank. Add the method. You can see under enrollment methods the self-enrollment has been added, as well as the role that those people who self-enroll will be is student. To see what this looks like from the student perspective or the community member perspective, let's log out and select the community that you'd like to join. Using my test user student account, I'm going to sign in and log in. You can see that I am no longer taken directly to the community, but instead it says that I have to self-enroll. I select the button that says Enroll Me Now. When I click on that, I can open up items, add a new discussion topic, and begin participating in the conversation. Unlike guests, I can now add to the conversation or participate in any of the online activities that are going on in the community, unless they have been set to only specific groups. The next option is similar to that, only it requires an enrollment key, meaning individuals will have to know the specific key code to get into the community. To set this up, begin with opening up your community. Select Users, Enrollment Method, and choose that self-enrollment option again. Only this time we're going to pay a little more attention to those fields. We're going to add an enrollment key. Sometimes it helps to unmask it so I can see what it is. Type it in here. Because this community is focused on professional development, that's what I'll make my enrollment key. I can set the default role when people enter that and when they can start enrolling and end enrolling. And also if I want to have them taken out of the community if they've been inactive for so long. Let's add that method. You can see now that it appears on our enrollment methods. Again, let's log out as a student and see what this looks like. When I click on the community, I can see now that instead of an Enroll Me button, it asks me to put in an enrollment key. If I did not have that, I would not be able to access the community. Select Enroll Me. Again, now that I'm in the community, I can start to participate. The next enrollment option is invitation. This is really slick if you've been working with a group of people, perhaps face-to-face, and want to in bulk invite them all at once. To set this up, open up your community, select Users, Enrollment Methods, and this time we're going to choose Invitation. You can name it. In this case, I'm just going to call it Invitation. And I'm going to change it to Yes, Allow Invitation Enrollments, and set the number of invitations I can send out per day. You can set this at any number that you like. So if you're meeting with 10 people, you can set it to 10. If you want to switch it later to 50, you can. Also set the role that they will be assigned, in this case, student. Notice that the enrollment method now appears. To invite people, click on Users and Invitation and type in the email addresses of the individuals you'd like to invite to the community. Invite users. Remind individuals that you're inviting, if they don't have a Moodle account, that they should set that one up, and that's the email address that the invitation should be sent to. I can go to then, as a student or community participant, my email, find the invitation, select it, and click on the link. They'll need to sign in as a user. This now has enrolled them automatically into the course with the full ability to click on all of the different categories and participate in any of the activities that are made available to that particular role of student. Manual enrollment is perhaps the most restrictive way of letting individuals into your community. In this instance, teachers must go in, or community facilitators must go in and add people one at a time. So let's go to Users, Enrollment Methods. In this case, we're going to choose Manual Enrollments. And I can set the role as to what they will be when they are enrolled in that and add that method. And you can see it appears now in my Enrollment Methods box. To enroll community members then, go back to that main page, select Users, Enrolled Users, and select Enroll Users. Find that account, name of the person on the account that you'd like to enroll. In this case, we're going to do our test student again. Select Enroll, and then Finish. That individual's account will now appear there along with the roles that they were assigned in that community. As a student then, I can sign into my account and access the community. It's important to remember that you can use some of these enrollment methods simultaneously. For example, you can have guest enrollment and an enrollment key set up at the same time so that guests can look around, but if you would like them to participate, you would need to give them the enrollment key. So these are just a few of the options you have for helping people enter into your community.